Okay, I'll go inside by myself. Okay. Driver opened car's door for her and helped her in coming out. Thank you, Ajushi. Be careful. And she started walking towards entrance with small steps. She pressed doorbell and in some time door got open and someone pulled her in tight hug. Auntie, I was waiting for you. She pulled away from hug. How are you? I'm good. What about you? I'm perfectly fine. Just missed my daughter. She pinched one's cheek on which she giggled. How was your trip? Amazing. Come inside. I will tell you everything. And I brought a lot of stuff for you. Mrs. Park held Wan's hand and took her inside. How are you, Wan? Good, uncle. Okay, have fun with your auntie. I'm leaving for office. Bye, go safely. Take care. Mr. Park left for office. You sit here, I'll come with snacks. Then we will talk, okay? Okay. Mrs. Park made Wan sit on couch comfortably and went kitchen to bring snacks and drinks. And in few minutes, Wan started feeling a strong gaze on her. She started feeling someone's presence around her, who is just looking at her quietly. Auntie, she didn't got any response. Auntie, are you there? She still didn't got any response and now she started feeling nervous and scared. She gulped and tightened her grip on her cloth. Wine? She flinched after hearing Mrs. Park's voice. What happened, Wine? Why are you sweating? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit hot. Okay, I'll decrease temperature. Wine didn't say anything and she was trying to calm down herself. Auntie, who else is in house? No one, only we both. Jihoon went to office in morning and your dad went office in your presence and Mina and Mrs. Choi is on leave today. Then whose presence I felt? I'm sure someone was here. Wine thought and gulped. Oh, I forgot Jimin came in morning, so he is also here. Oh, she just let out an oh and Mrs. Park started telling about her trip and Wine kept listening quietly. Time flew so fast with you. Would you like to go on shopping tomorrow? Shopping? Yeah, I need to bring some grocery and other stuff. If you will be with me, we will enjoy our time, Okay. Okay, let's go. I'll take you out. Mrs. Park gave Wine her stick and hold her hand. Let's go. Wine, you sit here. I'll come in few minutes. I'm not ready yet. Okay, Auntie, take your time. Mrs. Park walked upstairs and in few minutes Wine again started feeling a strong gaze on her. She started feeling someone's presence, which she feels most of the time when she is alone. She is blind, she can't see anything, but her other senses work very powerfully. Without seeing, she can feel anyone's presence and she can recognize people by their calling easily. Who is there? Jihoon, are you here? Are you doing some prank on me? Still there was no response, no sound, but still she was feeling someone's presence. She gulped and thought to call Mrs. Park or just to go upstairs in her bedroom. She didn't want to stay here alone. She took her stick and started walking towards stairs and soon she was climbing stairs with the help of her stick, but unfortunately her feet tripped with stair and she was about to fall. She held staircase for support but it didn't help. She got ready to feel strong pain but she felt she got lift in air. She felt she is in someone's arm. You should not climb stairs alone. Wine pressed her lips between her teeth after hearing the deep voice. Thank you and please put me down. Where were you going? Tell me. I'll take you. No, I can't help myself. Just put me down. Jimin, why are you lifting her? Mom, she was about to fall. What? Are you okay, Wine? She immediately came and started checking Wine. Auntie, I'm okay. He saved me. You should have called me if you needed anything. Auntie, I don't need anything. And Jimin put me down. He was still holding her in his arm. carefully put her on floor. Mom, I found my file. I'm leaving now. Bye. Drive safely. Yeah. And Wine felt he walked away. I'm ready. Let's go. I have called Jihoon. He will come to accompany us. Okay. Shy? Wine just lowered her head and tried hard to not blush, but she got failed. Jihoon should have present here right now. You should see how his soon-to-be wife blushed just by hearing his name. She teased Wine, and Wine just tried to hold her smile while lowering her head. Yes, Mrs. Cha, don't worry. I will take a good care of your baby, and Jihoon will drop her home after dinner. Okay, then have fun with your daughter-in-law. Yeah, bye. Mrs. Park, hang up the call. I inform your mom. Now you rest till I will go in kitchen, okay? Auntie, let me come with you. But, Auntie, I get bored in alone. Please let me come. Okay, come. Mina, go call Jimin for dinner, and Mrs. Joy, put everything on dining table. I'll come after getting fresh. Come, Wine. Mrs. Park held Wine's hand and took her upstairs. You go and call Jihoon for dinner. Okay. Mrs. Park went inside her bedroom and Wine walked towards her fiance's bedroom. She came here so many times, and that's why she knew where whose bedroom is and a lot of more thing about this house. She knocked on door but didn't got any response, so she just went inside. She heard her fiance's voice. He was talking to someone. Jihoon? She called him loudly to gain his attention. What are you doing here in my bedroom? Wine didn't like the way he asked her, as he sounded mad. I came to call you for dinner. Okay, go, I'll come in sometime. She nodded her head and walked out of his bedroom while feeling hurt by his behavior. He didn't even ask her how is she, and talked to her in a rude way, which hurt her somehow. She was in hallway when someone pulled her. She panicked by the sudden pull. It's me. She calmed after hearing his voice and put her hand on his chest. When did you came here? In morning. Auntie asked me to accompany her in shopping. Yeah, I forgot. She called me for shopping, but I was busy. Okay. I'm sorry for early. I have a lot of work pressure, so I was a bit stressed. It's okay. Okay, let's go downstairs then. She nodded her head and then walked downstairs. He's such a good actor. Mom, please, I don't want to come there. Baby, I know you are scared of people and crowd, but don't worry. We will be there with you, and moreover, there will be all good people who know you very well and who won't make you uncomfortable. And if you will meet people, you will feel good, baby. Okay, Dad. She said okay after seeing how her parents is trying to make her feel normal between people, and she didn't want it to make her parents sad. So she said okay, but inside she was feeling nervous and scared by thinking she is going in crowd, how she will get along in that noisy place. She went on shopping another crowded place, but there she wasn't feeling that much nervous and uncomfortable, as no one would know her there and come to talk to her. But in party, I'll get ready. Minji make Wine ready for party. Oh Mo, Wine, you're looking so pretty. Wine blushed and said a small thank you, and she was waiting for a special approach. Where is Jihoon? He must be somewhere around and talking about business. Call him, see how Wine is waiting for him. Wine lowered her head. Yes, Mom? Did you forget Wine? Oh, Wine, sorry, I didn't saw you. It's okay. Okay, now take her with you and make her comfortable here. She is looking uncomfortable. Okay, Mom, Wine, come. He held her hand and she started walking with him. Are you busy? Yeah, kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. After walking a little, Jihoon stopped and Wine heard the voice of some men and ladies. Who is this beautiful Mr. Park? My fiance. Oh, nice to meet you, Miss Ja Wine. I'm John So-min. Nice to meet you. Same here. One by one, everyone greeted her and she greeted them back. Your fiancée is very beautiful, Mr. Park, but what happened to her eyesight? She lost her eyesight in an accident. Oh, sorry to hear that. They start talking about business and Wine just stand there quietly and she was feeling bored. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wine heard a very beautiful voice of a girl. Hi, Ara. Hi, Jihoon. How are you? I'm good. What about you? I'm also good. Excuse me, I'm going to have drink. Do anyone want to join me? Yeah, let's go. Wine heard their conversation. She was with Jihoon and around so many people, but still she was feeling lonely. She was feeling uncomfortable, so she thought to go back to her parents and Mr. and Mrs. Park. Jihoon, take me to Mom, Dad. She didn't got any response. Jihoon? Mr. Park went with Miss Kim. Do you need any help? Wine immediately shook her head. Stay with us, they will come back soon. They just went to have some drinks. Oh, okay. She flashed a fake smile. But how he can left his fiancée like this means he can't see. A girl spoke in whisper, but Wine heard it, and she pressed her lips between her teeth and thought to walk away from there. She started taking small steps. She wasn't knowing where she's going. She was just hoping her family see her and come to her soon. She walked a little and bumped with someone. Yeah, are you blind? Huh? Can't you see we are here standing? I'm sorry, she bowed immediately. Let's go from here. Wine felt two people walking away. She lowered her head and bit her lips. Mom, Dad, where are you? She gulped and thought to walk a little more. She didn't even have her stick, and because of that, it was difficult for her to walk. She walked a little and her feet tripped with carpet. She was about to fall on hard floor, but she felt someone holding her. That person made her stand properly, and that person was still holding her closely. Jimin, why are you walking here like this? You would have fallen if I wouldn't have saw you. Thank you. Who is this, Jimin? Friend. Can you take me to Mom, Dad? You will get bored with them. Stay here. He was still holding her closely and carefully. Oh, okay. She put her hand on his chest and tried to push him away. He left her while clearing his throat and stand straightly and hold her hand. Don't leave my hand. This place is crowded. She didn't say anything, but she felt some strange feeling which she chose to ignore. Hello, I'm Jong Hosek. I'm Ja Wyan. You are very beautiful, Miss Ja. Thank you. Jimin and Jacob started talking and Wine was feeling bored, but she didn't ask to Jimin to take her to her parents. She's like this. She always hesitates to ask for help from anyone. She feels she will become burden on others, which she doesn't want. So most of the time, she tries to manage things by herself. Are you feeling bored, Wine? Wine shook her head with a slight smile. Okay, excuse me? She felt he walked away and now she was alone with Jimin. You can tell me if you want anything, if you need anything, or if you are getting bored. Wine pressed her lips together and lowered her head. Do you want to eat or drink something? She shook her head. Let's go. Let's drink something. You must be feeling thirsty. No, I'm okay. He didn't say anything and hold her arm. Let's go. I know you must be thirsty, but come in this way. Sit here. I'll be back in few minutes and don't go anywhere like early, okay? I'll be back. She nodded and felt he walked away. Why I feel different with him. Come back fastly, Jimin. She mumbled and started rubbing her hands. She was feeling nervous. She was alone once again. May I sit here? She heard a man's voice and immediately shook her head to tell him to not sit beside her. You are sitting alone. You will get company. I'm okay alone. Come on. When she said she's okay alone, then why are you forcing her? She immediately got up after hearing his voice. Jimin, now go away from here and don't you dare to disturb her again. That man walked away while rolling his eyes and Jimin moved close to her. Here, why you took this much time? She immediately held his hand and her hand was sweating. He looked at his hand which she held and he was holding some different emotion in his eyes which she couldn't see. I'm sorry, he softly said and held her hand and made her sit back. He sat on his knees and cupped her cheeks which made her heart skip and she wasn't knowing what he is doing. Jimin, what are you doing? Calm down, you are okay here. Try to be comfortable around people and enjoy the moment, okay? She nodded her head slightly. And I'm sorry, I took too much time. No, that's okay. It's just I was alone here. I know, and sorry for leaving you alone here. Wine again shook her head to say he don't need to say sorry. And here, take this juice. He handed her a glass and sat beside her. Let me know if you need anything, okay? She nodded her head slightly. She started drinking juice and she was looking so nervous while his eyes were stuck on her face. He was observing her every movement. Wine finished her drink and extended her hand to put glass on table and Jimin extended his hand to take glass from her hand. He grabbed glass from her hand. His hand touched her and she immediately pulled back her hand. Thank you. Do you want anything else? She shook her head and faked a little smile. She was looking nervous and uncomfortable, which he clearly noticed. Let's go. Mom, Dad must be looking for you. She nodded and immediately got up. He held her hand. Come in this way. Wine was with you? And where is Jihoon? I don't know. She was alone. He is busy with some businessman. I knew it. She sighed. Call him here. She said to Jimin and Jimin dialed his brother's number while rolling his eyes. Where were you? Huh? How can you leave one alone? Mom, I just went. You know, she is uncomfortable in crowded place and instead of making her comfortable, you are busy with your business partners. Auntie, it's okay. Now you don't take his side. Sorry, Mom. Now stay with her. Jiho nodded his head. Why don't you guys go to dance? No, Uncle. What? No, Wine. Come on, go with Jihoon. Wine shook her head. If she don't want to go, then why are you forcing her? You don't speak in middle. What do you know about love and romance? Every time you stay busy in work, Wine, go with Jihoon. It's your time to enjoy. Don't think too much and go. You will feel good. Wine nodded her head slightly when everyone insists too much. Be careful. Okay, Dad. He sounded frustrated. He held Wine's hand and take her towards dance floor where everyone was already dancing. You good? They start moving with the song, but Wine was feeling weird. Did he hug any girl? His body is smelling like girl's perfume. She shrugged her thoughts and hold it perfectly so she won't fall. What are you looking at? Mrs. Park asked after noticing Jimin's all attention on dance floor. Nothing. Go and dance. I don't have partner. Look around and ask some young lady to dance. Jimin took a glance of Mrs. Park and then again looked at dance floor. Why you behave like a grandpa? You are young. You should enjoy your life. He didn't say anything and his mom sighed loudly. Hey, would you like to dance with my son? Mrs. Park asked to a girl who was passing by there, and Jimin looked at his mom in disbelief. Mom, what are you doing? As you keep quiet, will you dance with him? The girl looked at Jimin and then nodded her head. Oh, thank you. Jimin, go. He glared his mom. Aish, go. She pushed him towards dance floor. He sighed and held girl's hand. Let's go. Mrs. Park smiled after looking at her both son with girls. I hope I see my both son with their family soon. Jimin was dancing with the girl his mom chose, but his eyes were somewhere else. The moment came when everyone was changing their dance partner. Mine wasn't aware of it. Jihoon trailed her and left her hand. Jihoon. Someone grabbed her waist and she got too much scared. Jihoon, hey, what happened? Why are you panicking? Leave me. Why? Just dance. And where are you looking? Wine didn't answer and tried to push him away. She felt someone grabbing her hand and within a second, she got pulled and she landed on a hard chest, which was somewhere familiar to her. Jimin? You recognize me very easily. She didn't say anything and slid her hand around his neck and her scared body relaxed. Were you scared? She nodded her head slightly. His teeth clenched and his grip tightened on her. He looked at his brother who was dancing with some other girl.